Greetings, one and all, from the White Mountains of Arizona. I want to thank you for joining us on another channeling video. We're going to have fun on this one. I hope. I hope it's not sad. So one of the things that Tara and I love to do out here in the White Mountains is just wander around the forest without a care in the world. No, there's cares. We have objectives. Sometimes we want to film a video or see some sights, or we just like to walk around nature and be in nature. Let's go this way. Anyway, on one of our hikes, we found a really cool find. It's a deer spine. At least it's a deer spine. She says it's a mule deer spine. Tara and I are vegetarians, so we don't see a lot of deer spines. They sell them by the spine? I don't know. So she loves to work with bones in her magical practice. And so she grabbed it, she nabbed it, and we took it home and we did it some other channeling or some other meditation or some other thing. Look at the beautiful scenery right here. And we're guided to channel the spirit of this deer. It had a message for us. So that's one thing we've been learning about living out here in nature, is that it's a very different type of way of looking at everything. But one of the biggest ways is in order to connect with the forest and become one with the forest, you have to start asking the forest questions. You have to start paying attention to the forest, to the plants, to the animals. When you start paying attention to them, their messages start coming out and they start trusting you. You're one of them. You're listening to them. You're paying attention to them. So when you're out in nature, start asking questions. Hey rabbits, what are you trying to say? Hey squirrels, what message do you have for me? Get ducked down here. Okay, there's Tara.
Okay.
All right, who have we connected to?
Deer. It's a cottontail
Cottontail deer.
or whitetail.
Okay. I don't have too many questions. What message do you have for us?
It's like your neck has been severed. Your neck and your mind. You're disconnected. Higher self from body. They can manipulate you without this connection. Just like we can become manipulated. My instincts alert me when something is wrong, and then I run to the best direction my instincts would lead me. But if the intention of the chaser is to have you run in a particular direction, they use your instincts against you. If they want me to dodge right, they will come from my left. And my instincts are trying to bring me to safety, but while being manipulated. If you don't see the manipulation, then your instincts can only get you so far. It's seeing the bigger picture that will save you. Otherwise, you've lost your head.
Did you come to Tara and I specifically with this message?
Yes, the message is for everyone and you. And the message has come twice.
Can you tell us in which way we're being manipulated?
In your version, there are beings so powerful that they are holding an entire world prisoner. Within this knowledge and how you speak it, you might see it from a fear perspective. But if you can look at it from the higher perspective, what is above that? What is the light and the dark? Then the next time you speak of those who do this or that to enslave the human race, you'll see them from a different perspective, one not filled with fear of what is to come or what shall happen because of the fear. So you must see bigger.
Well, as far as I understand, we called them here because humanity needed to break out of 3D, and the best way to do that is through imprisonment.
And there's always higher layers and higher layers. But it's the being able to continue to seek for greater clarity, greater perspective, means less and less will you fear the chaser popping out from your left.
So is that in the way I'm being manipulated?
You and all.
Okay.
This is why the left is coming up. The left side of your body, the left side of your teeth, the left side of politics. The left is coming at you. It is not a politic. It is not a body part. It is an energy. See bigger.
Okay. Does the left represent our ego?
There's ego in both sides, left and right. There's more.
Can you help me to see what the left represents?
You are split, body and soul, feminine, masculine, which are words that you have ascribed to those energies. One part of that energy is out of balance, and it's causing friction and distress with your other half. This is happening not only within your own bodies, but within your society and within your planet. Even your planet is showing signs of friction.
So we haven't balanced our masculine and feminine.
In simplest terms, yes.
So the feminine energy is coming on, but it's coming on too strong?
It doesn't understand its role.
Okay, its role is to balance the masculine, but it thinks it wants to supplant it.
That it is the light. It is better. It is where 5D lives.
Ah, and this is an inversion
Yes.
because that's where the ego lives.
Yes.
And the higher vibration is community.
Community, not being separate or better. Many keep referring to lower timeline, higher timeline, that one is better than the other. This is your left. This is your light. This is your feminine.
So we should remember that all is equal.
Yes.
Okay.
You may claim that darkness or the right, or whatever name you choose to give it, has been dominant for far too long. And so the left, the light, the feminine is overcompensating, not understanding that it's not force, it's not how strong you are, it's not even how loud you are that helps to rebalance. It's understanding that you are the other side, you are the masculine, and thus a more peaceful balance comes into existence. It's when you believe the other is separate and therefore must learn something from you. You understand that you are all one. You learn together, not because someone is different or opposite. You realize they're not different and opposite. They are all aspects of me. And so if you continue to fight the other, the lower, or the darker, or the right, or the masculine, you will forever be out of balance.
What is a healthier way that we as a society and as we as individuals can bring balance between our masculine and feminine?
It's a feeling of the energy. For instance, if you approach another human being and you feel a particular energy out of balance, perhaps they are only one half. Let's say in this case, a masculine member. Then you feel into what role would equalize this energy together, not me push into the other person and not the other person push into me. But we come to a mutual understanding that we both have something to offer in order to equal each other out because we are each other.
So rather than cooperation, we see opposition between each other.
Yes, there's always something different that separates you. You even believe that the skin that you wear separates you from your soul.
So this push towards seeing people in terms of color is a movement away from our higher selves.
It's akin to seeing people for the clothes they wear. It is a diversion. It is a push, a continual fight. You realize you are everyone, regardless of what skin they wear, regardless of what their gender looks like, regardless of hair length or even religion. You are each other, and you just accept the other person because you realize you've accepted yourself. And you work together in harmony, feeling into each other's energy, balancing as you go. No need to say a word, all telepathic, all energetic. This is what the world is striving to be. This is why there is dissonance. The pushback is not actually pushback. Many of you are learning to integrate, not push. So, another inversion, another fear tactic that you are running from. The feeling that some sort of civil war is going to happen when it is quite the opposite. It is a peace.
So you're saying the timeline we're headed towards is one where the separate polarities converge and make an understanding?
Yes, like the blending of two ingredients in a recipe. There is no telling where one ends and one begins.
Do we have to split into separate realities first?
It is not a separation, but a merging. This is what many are viewing as a separation because your world, your polarity, sees your polarity as disappearing, and the other would see their disappearing, their world, their earth. And it's not that you both disappear from each other, but you've merged into something new. And therefore, yes, your feminine, masculine polarity, light, dark, higher, lower, they've all merged into one, something new. Your world will not exist anymore. Their world will not exist anymore because you've created a new world together.
So the idea that the two worlds will split and never interact and go their separate ways forever and ever is an inversion of the truth?
Yes,
What kind of time frame are we looking at in 3D here?
that's up to you. It all happens in threes. It could be 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 years, or even 33 years.
Or 33 decades.
One of your codings is 3.
Okay. So when we see the number 3, can we take this to mean something specific?
Change. Left side, right side become middle, or positive, negative become neutral. The number 3 on its side is like a W. 1, 2, 3, left, right, middle.
Sounds like a Konami cheat code. Is this a Matrix cheat code you've just given us?
It's your code.
Do you wish to speak about your 3D life at all?
It's unimportant.
That's what I figured. Okay, so the biggest mind blower for me is that. So you're saying that there will be a split, but eventually a reconvergence.
It'll be a world unlike you've ever seen.
With all included.
Yes,
At the same vibration.
a balanced vibration,
Ah.
neither high, neither low.
Will we be one or still individual consciousnesses?
One and many at same time, but you would understand this.
So we'd be individuals but tapped into the collective consciousness?
Much like the communication of birds and horses.
Oh, so one sees a picture, they can just send out pictures to everyone.
Yes, but the picture is your energy, not an actual mental picture.
Oh. So our animals are reading our mental energetic picture we're sending out.
Yes,
Can you control it, or can they just sense whatever it is? Like, can you control what you send out to better communicate with them?
the better you understand your energy, both of your polarities, your light and your dark, you begin to understand the energy in which you emit and the energy that you receive. You get better at intentionally emitting that energy to your desired prospect, object, living life form.
So in order to better communicate with animals and other entities, we have to understand our energy and how we're sending it out.
Yes.
How can we better understand how we're sending out our energy? What's a practice or a belief or anything to help us?
Rebalancing your human with your soul. With this balance, you are more aware of your own energy and how it flows into the energy of others, of objects, of prospects. And you can feel their energy merging with yours. When you understand this, now you can do it with intention instead of accidental.
Mm-hmm. Okay, last question. What do we need to know? What do we need to work on as we move towards this shift/convergence?
That there is no enemy, there is no fight, there is only balancing, neutrality, a melding together, a realization that you are everyone and everyone is you. And unless you're at war with yourself, you can never be at war with another.
Wow, powerful. Thank you for speaking with us. We love you. Do you have any last message for the people before we sign off?
No.
Thank you.
Whew, held on to this thing a little too tight.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
oh wow.
That is crazy.
Oh, owie, owie, owie.
Oops. Well, we gotta find a way for you, somewhere to put your hands.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Maybe a
When I
pillow.
channel you guys, my hands get so tight. That's why sometimes when they hold each other, they're like, and I get cramps and everything afterwards. I don't know why my hands always
Well,
get
it's
tight.
just like the energy's not moving perfectly. It's getting stuck there for some reason. So we need to figure out a
Yeah.
crystal or a
Something else to put
a
my hands
change.
on because they
Yeah.
get tight.
Yeah, we gotta do a change. Any suggestions, let us know.
Yeah.
If you meditate and get stiff stuff, let us know. And maybe she has you guys have an idea for her.
Well, that channeling was intense.
Let's go
And I
show
felt
over
like
here. Yeah.
I was on another planet.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't feel like I was here at all. Like something was just like talking, and it was like I couldn't even comprehend really what was going on. I really felt like I wasn't here. Like I was,
Well,
maybe I wasn't on another planet.
I didn't ask any questions about who it was or what it was. I just got straight to the message. So I assume it was the soul of that deer.
And I kept feeling like it kept showing itself as a deer, but I got nothing but like ET vibes
Oh,
from this
well,
guy.
we're all ETs.
Yeah,
So he probably just went back to his
ET
his
self.
last place, his last
Yeah.
stop.
Yeah, he went from like super earthy to
Right.
back to,
That's why you never know who you're interacting with if you're just gonna base it on the five senses.
yeah.
That's why when you meet someone, like check in on their energy, right?
Yeah. I think that was the message coming in from this deer. Check in with your energy, see how you're feeling it like from others and how you're sending it out.
Because there is deception, and he said you can only see up until the deception,
Yeah.
unless you're willing to look over the deception
Mm-hmm.
or through the deception. So
That's interesting.
so no split, huh?
Or just a different view of what a split looks like.
Right. Right.
Yeah, it kept showing like it was like you guys keep thinking like, aha, we're gonna split. It was like, no, even that is an inversion. It was like, no, it's that everybody comes together, so you essentially lose both worlds. It was like now everybody looks like this instead of this.
Well, I can't do it, but in order for two things to come together with force,
Mm-hmm.
they have to. Can you do it?
Yeah.
They have to come like from far apart.
Yeah.
So there has to be a split.
Yeah.
Like, can you do it? Like, watch.
Hold on.
Never mind. It's just... Anyway, she doesn't get what I'm saying. Anyway, that's a channeling. You think that was a good one or what?
I think so. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments, and if you channeled right along with this, like, please let us know your downloads. We love discussion. We love questions. Yeah, let us know. And if you dug this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to click subscribe. And yeah, we'll catch you guys next time.
Thanks for watching.
All right, bye.
Ciao.
Move on the path before you. We cannot expect the path to come to us. That what I seek, what I need, will somehow just appear. I take one step in front of the other. I move because my instincts tell me to move. I'm guided by my instinct. My instincts that keep me safe, and my instincts that know more than my physical form can understand. And so it is both. My soul and my body that guide me in the direction that I need, and I follow it without question. For I know that if I stay in this one place, I will surely die. I must move forward. In order to live, I must move forward. In order for me to grow, for me to love, for me to mate, I must move forward. To witness the miracle of life, I must move forward. To understand death, I must move forward. And as I move along this beautiful path, moving forward, I come across that which I see as my friend. I come across those I see as my foe. But I would understand neither had I never moved. I understand what is nourishment and what makes me sick. And yet I understand why. I do not curse the berry bush because it has made me ill. I seek to understand why I chose to eat it. I don't wish death upon those who wish to make me food. Instead, I choose to understand them. And I seek to understand how a part of them lives within me. For I am the murderer to another, just as they are the murderer of me. You are equipped with all that you need, all the protection you need, all the strength that you need, all the instinct you will ever need. Do not neglect your dual instincts. If you understand but one thing, it's that to remain stagnant is to die, a death without learning, because there is no progression. As we move along our path, as I continue to walk forward, I encounter friends, I encounter enemies. I learn much about healing. If I am wounded, whether it be in battle or in play, I do not feel that my wound will be the death of me. I find that it is just a reminder that I am alive and that I can heal myself at any time. Sometimes there are those, my kin, who decide that this wound is the fatal wound. And so it is. And I witness what death is like. But there are those, a very similar wound they may have, and they decide, I will heal. And so they do. And they continue to live. And I begin to understand choice. I begin to understand healing and the power that I have, we have, you have. We do not have what you have, doctors, to come heal us, because we know that we can heal ourselves. And what is true for me is indubitably true for you. Continue to move forward. Please do not stop. What you choose to see will be your truth. If you feel the wound is fatal, then it shall be. If you feel the wound shall be healed and you move on, that will be your truth as well. Next time you see me, I thank you for being you, and I hope you thank me for being me.